scream ripped through the wedding garden so violently, the violinist dropped his bow. The guests jumped to their feet, and I felt my entire world collapse. "Please, let me see my dad." The voice wasn't loud. It was desperate, small, breaking, and the moment I heard it, my heart stopped, because that voice sounded exactly like my daughter who vanished 5 years ago. "My name is Charles Benton. I'm from Chicago, and today I'm sharing the day my life turned upside down. The day my wedding ended and my daughter returned." The Meadowridge Grand Hotel looked like something out of a movie. Glowing lights, white roses everywhere, golden drapes shining, guests dressed like royalty, and standing beside me was Victoria Hale, elegant, graceful, the woman the world called perfect. She squeezed my arm lovingly as we waited for the ceremony to begin. But inside me, I still carried the weight of losing Lila, my little girl who disappeared when she was 6. Police reports, searches, sleepless nights, nothing ever brought her back. Victoria entered my life during my lowest moment. She promised she would help me live again. I believed her, I trusted her, but that trust was about to shatter. The musicians lifted their bows. The priest raised his hands. Then, "Daddy, please." Everything froze. Victoria's hand instantly tightened around my arm. "Charles, don't move. I'll handle." But I didn't hear her. My legs were already running. I reached the ornate hotel gate, and my breath broke in half, because there was a little girl, thin, barefoot, shivering, hair tangled, clothes torn, bruised feet, dirt on her dress, holding my wedding flyer. Her hazel eyes, the same eyes as mine, looked straight at me. "Dad, please look at me." My knees almost buckled. I knew those eyes. I carried those eyes in my memories. And behind me, Victoria screamed, "Charles, she's lying. She's trying to ruin everything." Security pushed the girl back. "Go. You're not allowed here." But the child cried harder. "My name is Lila Benton. I'm your daughter." My chest cracked open. Lila collapsed to her knees, choking on her own sobs. She took me. She paid people to make me disappear. She said you'd love her more if you stayed alone." I froze. I slowly turned back toward Victoria, her dark skin suddenly pale, eyes wide, lips shaking. "That's not true," she screamed. "She's manipulating you. She wants your money." But the birthmark, the heart-shaped mark on her forearm, the scar from her fall off the swing, her voice, her eyes, there was no doubt. This was my daughter. "Let her go." I roared at the guards. They stepped back instantly. I ran to her, fell to my knees, and wrapped my arms around her tiny shaking body. "Lila, my Lila, I thought I lost you forever." She buried her face into my shoulder. "I missed you, Daddy. I thought you'd never find me." I held her tighter, feeling her ribs, her trembling breaths. Guests gasped. Phones recorded. Whispers spread like wildfire. I stood up, holding Lila in my arms, and faced Victoria. "You took my daughter so you could control me?" Her makeup streaked, her perfect image melting. "Charles, listen. I was only trying to." "Enough." My voice echoed across the hall. "This wedding is over." Security held her as she screamed, fought, kicked, but no one listened, because truth finally had a voice. I carried Lila inside the hotel, wrapped her in my tuxedo jacket, fed her water, held her hand. She looked up at me, trembling. "Do you still recognize me, Daddy?" I brushed her tangled hair back gently. A father never forgets his child's eyes. We cried together. Guests cried with us. Some prayed, some hugged each other. But for the first time in 5 years, I wasn't alone. My daughter was in my arms. People who try to gain love through control always lose in the end, because truth may come late, but when it arrives, it breaks every chain. And the bond between a parent and child, unbreakable. If the story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Moralist, where every story teaches a lesson, and every lesson speaks to the soul.